Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'm very excited for this one. I want to talk specifically about how to make YouTube videos for your affiliate marketing business. So if you're looking to, of course, grow a brand on YouTube, if you really want to start putting out content on YouTube so you can promote your affiliate offers much easier and have, your videos, of course, do all the selling and telling for you and have, videos out there pretty much, selling on full automation, then in this video I'm going to be giving my top 5 tips to consider when creating videos on your YouTube channel. So obviously YouTube, I've mentioned this in plenty of videos in the past, and I'll mention this another time here. Starting a YouTube channel, I believe, is one of the smartest things that you could decide to do if you're really looking to build a business online through the concept of affiliate marketing. The reason being is that with YouTube, it is free traffic to start, in the long term. It doesn't cost you anything to start up a YouTube channel. So anyone can start up a YouTube channel. It really doesn't cost anything. As long as you have a Gmail account, then you have a YouTube account. That's pretty much all you need to really get started. And as long as you have, either, your phone or, some sort of screen recording, software on your computer, like a webcam, then you're pretty much good to go. All you need to do is just start recording videos. So that is really all you need to get started with YouTube, and I highly recommend YouTube because it is some of the most powerful traffic that you could really get to any, affiliate offer that you're trying to promote in the long term. And it's a great way to start, making some passive income as well. So that's really why I recommend YouTube. I think it's just by far the best traffic source when it comes to getting free traffic in the long term. Now, that being said, it definitely requires that you put in a lot of effort on your end to really make this thing work in the long term. A lot of people, when they decide to do YouTube, is that they have a very short-term mindset. They don't really understand exactly what it really takes to succeed with, doing YouTube, with affiliate marketing, and they don't really get the long-term success because, they just have the wrong mindset. So anyways, I'm going to be going over what I believe are the top 5 tips, and before I really dive in, if you enjoy content like this, if you enjoy content about affiliate marketing, if this is something that you truly want to learn more about, at any point, in the video, you can get access to my free training that I put together. It is a free 4-day training that will go much more in depth about how to really build a long-term business through this concept. But if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can be notified of all the new videos that I post here. I'm always putting out content about affiliate marketing, how to really grow a business online, different ways on how you can make money on the internet. So if that's what you enjoy, then definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel. But without further ado, let's get right into things. So how to make money, how to make YouTube videos for affiliate marketing, my top 5 tips. Let's dive right into the very first one. The very first tip that I have is you want to have good quality equipment. So, to get started with YouTube, like I said, all you really need is you need to have, like a mobile phone. In most mobile phones nowadays, they have, fairly good quality camera where, all you need is just press the record button and you can start speaking into, the camera. And that's pretty much all you need to really get started. Most mobile, cameras nowadays, they look fairly good. So that is pretty good to start with if you're just getting started. Otherwise, if you have some sort of webcam on your computer, then you could also consider using that as well. So, and another thing that I will recommend, there's 2 things that I'm also using in addition to my, computer. I have a screen recording tool called Screencast-O-Matic. So this is what allows me to record my computer screen. And what I personally do with these videos is that before I upload them to YouTube, oftentimes what I do is I record, multiple videos in a single day. And as you can see here, these videos all right here are videos that I have recorded, but I have not uploaded to my YouTube channel yet, at least at the time that I'm recording this. By the time you're seeing this video, these videos right here, they may be up already. But I have videos, stored into here that, because Screencast-O-Matic allows me to host, videos into my account. And I could do that, without having to take up more space in my computer. So that's a very handy tool. And if you want to check out Screencast-O-Matic for yourself, you could actually get access to this for free. I'll have a link in the description. That is my affiliate link. And they do have a paid version, which I'm currently using. They give you like extra features with that. So I personally like using the paid version because they give, good extra features. But the other piece of equipment that I use for my videos is actually this microphone. This is the Blue Yeti mic. I've been using this for a few weeks now, almost like a full month actually, and I really like the mic. It sounds really good when I put together videos. When I listen to the audio back, the audio sounds really good. I don't hear no static, like hissing sound that a lot of cheaper mics tend to have. So this sounds generally very good, and I like using it. Great for pretty much almost like any type of like recording experience, whether you're recording music or whether you're just doing videos like this where you're just talking in front of the camera. I think this is a very great mic to consider picking up. Again, if you want to check out the Blue Yeti mic for yourself, I will have a link in the description where you could actually get access to it. So that's really the first thing that I really want to recommend, is you want to have good quality equipment so that your videos, they look professional, they look good. That's really what I recommend to start with. But even if you're just getting started, and if all you have is, say, like a mobile phone, then you can definitely use that. But down the road, I do recommend getting some tools such as a mic, because sound quality especially is very important when it comes to doing videos. If the sound isn't great, if it sounds muffled, the video like looks crappy, then people aren't gonna they're not gonna feel comfortable like buying whatever it is that you recommend. So you want to have good quality equipment. And that's really what I highly recommend starting in the beginning. Next tip that I have is you need to become confident on camera. I cannot stress this enough. If you do not feel comfortable on camera, if you feel very awkward in front of the camera, which I can definitely understand to a certain extent, because I mean, and we all start out feeling awkward on camera. It's kind of like the first time you do it, it will feel awkward, because it is a very unnatural thing when you really think about it. You are pretty much speaking in front of a lens rather than an actual person. And I did a video on this, like a while back, like a few months ago, where I talked about how to overcome, video camera shyness. So I will include like a link on the top right here if you want to check that out. It's an older video that I did where I was outside, but that one, I pretty much spoke about that. And my advice that I give when it comes to becoming more confident on camera is that, first and foremost, if you are recording videos specifically like on your phone, where your face is pretty much the entire screen, then you want to be looking directly into the camera lens, where your eyes are making contact with the actual viewer watching. Because if you're just looking at the screen, then or like off to the side, then you're not, the people actually watching the video, they don't feel that personal connection as if they were speaking to you directly. So you want to make it seem very natural, where you are looking in front of the camera. You want to be making eye contact with of course the lens. But if you're recording videos more like on the computer screen, then it's not necessarily as big of a deal if you're just looking at the computer screen, of course, since you're showing stuff. But of course, I personally recommend looking at the lens as much as you possibly can. So that's my first tip there. But also become confident on camera is that you just need to be willing to do it consistently. For me personally, when I first started doing videos, the hardest part for me was actually pressing the record button. Believe it or not, that for me was the thing that I struggled with most. Is oftentimes I would sit in front of the camera like for a while, and I'd be just be procrastinating, really think about, okay, what am I going to go over? What exactly am I going to say? How am I going to, say this in the most natural way possible? I used to think about all this stuff, and I used to, waste like an hour or two, like just sitting in front of the camera, like thinking, okay, should I go live now? Should I press the record button now? But the best thing that you could do is really just press the record button. And even if that video doesn't necessarily turn out great, what I recommend doing is actually recording multiple videos in a single session. You don't have to necessarily upload them anywhere. You don't have to put them on YouTube or on Facebook or anything like that. But what I recommend is recording multiple videos at a time. Speak directly about one particular topic that you are passionate about. So whatever niche that you're going into, of course, you want to talk about that specific topic 10 times in a row, maybe 5 times. Do that at least 5 times, I'd say. And don't upload the videos anywhere, and don't even watch them back. Just delete them so you aren't being down on yourself. And then take a break for a bit, and then record one more video, and then watch it back after you finish it. And I guarantee that if you do that, that 6th time, that 11th time or whatever that you record the video and you watch it back, it's going to sound pretty good because you have taken time to, of course, get the feel for what it feels like being on camera. And, it'll be the words that you, of course, speak will come much more naturally when you, of course, talk in your video. So that's really the second thing, is that you need to become confident on camera. And your first video that you put up, it may not be the best. You may not, sound super natural, but as long as you do this consistently, then this is what's really going to allow you to become confident on camera. This is really just, the best way to become confident on camera is actually just by getting experience with it. That's really what I recommend. I just cannot recommend it enough. And this is especially important if you are looking to sell or promote any products online. If you really want those long-term results, you need to become confident on camera. Third tip that I have is you need to have a plan on what you intend to talk about. This kind of goes along with, becoming confident on camera. I believe a huge reason as to why a lot of people feel uncomfortable is because they don't necessarily have a plan on what they actually intend to talk about. So as I, said, you need to have, an idea of what it is that you want to talk about. You want to have maybe some bullet points that you of course have listed. Maybe have some notes, but one thing I don't recommend doing is creating like an entire script, because if you do that, then your video is going to sound very robotic. You're going to end up reading the entire script, and it's something that I've actually done myself when I first got started. I in a lot of my older videos, which I'm they really weren't that great, I used to have a script that was completely like put on my computer screen right here, and I would get out my phone and I'd be like looking at the script as I'm like reading the I'd be like reading the script as I'm like trying to look into the camera, and it just sounded very awkward, very unnatural. And in other cases, when I would just put out some bullet points of certain things that I want to mention, and I didn't create like a full script, it was much easier for me to, of course, put the message out there, and it sounded a lot more natural. So I really recommend having some bullet points, but don't create like a full script. You want to have a plan on like something that you're passionate about, something that you are rather knowledgeable about. The more knowledgeable you are about something, the more confident you are going to feel actually talking about it on camera. That is the third thing that I really recommend. Fourth thing is actually one thing that I've actually learned along the way is learn, share, and teach. That's really what I recommend. Is you want to be, of course, looking at channels that are also in your exact same niche, channels that are creating content similar to what you're putting out there. So, for example, if you're putting out content about, health and wellness, of course you want to start following other YouTube channels that are putting out, content related to health and wellness. And if they are putting out videos about like, say, like the keto diet or something like that, and you want to start creating videos on that, well, what you could do is you could look at what other channels are doing. You could learn more about, what it is that they're talking about, and then you can create a video in your own words going over exactly what you've learned, how you of course want to, add your own personality to the mix. And, then what you could do is you can then look for keywords that are relevant to the specific topic that you were talking about. So another thing that I also recommend is you want to also look for videos that are rather popular, videos that people are, of course, looking for more information on. You don't want to necessarily create videos on, just anything and everything, because that's a mistake that I made, and it's a mistake that a lot of people make when they are, creating YouTube videos, that they think, okay, I'll just, create videos on whatever it is that I want. Well, if you truly want to build up an audience in the long term, what I highly recommend is you want to start with what works. You want to look at, the videos that, other big YouTubers are putting out there that are getting lots of views, and you want to look for keywords inside of those videos that are, of course, getting lots of search volume, but have minimal, minimal competition. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to rank for those specific search terms. And something that I recommend, there is actually a very great tool for this called vidIQ, which I've been using. If you want to check that out, again, I do have another video that I've did on that recently. You can check it out. I will have it linked in the description as well. But that actually allows you to see exactly what keywords that other YouTubers are using, and you could identify what keywords are working. You could see what videos are popular, and then you can create content similar to that in your own words. Share exactly what it is that you're learning, and just be someone that you learn things, and then you, of course, teach them. As long as you do this consistently, then it's going to be a lot easier for you to actually build up an audience of people that they know, like, and trust you. They want to learn more about what it is that you're putting out there. And, really by doing this and by finding videos that, of course, are known to work, they get lots of views. You put out, you pick topics that, of course, people are interested in. This is what's going to allow you to have, long-term success, in the long term. It's going to be a lot easier for you to really build up that audience because you're going to be putting out content that, of course, people want to see. You're going to be sharing information that people are, obviously looking up and, wanting to learn more about. So that's really what I recommend there is, the learn, share, and teach model. By doing this, it's a lot easier for you to, start building up that audience rather quicker. Whereas if you're putting out just a bunch of random videos, it may not be as easy for your content to, of course, get found. But the last tip that I want to mention is probably the most important, and it is have a long-term mindset. This is by far the most important thing, when you really decide that you want to do YouTube as, the way that you, of course, promote products online, you want to have a long-term mindset. See, the problem with most people with anything, actually, is that they try something once for like, a week or a few days at most. And then if they don't get results within, after putting one video up on YouTube, then, they get discouraged. They automatically think it's a scam. They think that, okay, big YouTubers, they just got lucky. Well, the thing is like SEO in general, search engine optimization, is a very long-term thing. If you decide to commit to it long term, then your results will be, very good in the long term. If you just decide to do it one time, if you put out one video on affiliate marketing and you hope that that one video will allow you to sell, a high ticket product, very fairly quickly, well, then the unfortunate reality is that you are not going to get the long term results that you truly want. You want to be able to put out content on a regular basis. You want to be, consistently learning and growing as you go. Of course, your first video may not be the best. Your first video may not get lots of views, but as long as you keep going, as long as you keep adapting, as long as you keep learning new things and sharing them on a consistent basis, and as long as you continue to really, make a decision to fully commit and grow as you learn, this is what's going to allow you to have the long-term success online. I really just cannot, stress this enough. With anything that you do, especially if you're looking to build an online business, in the long term, if you want long-term results, you got to have a long-term mindset. Having a short-term mindset, if you just come into this with a lottery ticket mindset, then you're not really going to get the long-term results that you truly want. So you got to have a long-term mindset. This isn't some sort of, get rich quick thing where you buy into something, you put in very little work, and then you just get rich overnight. That's just really not how this works. So YouTube, it works, it works only if you actually put in the work yourself. You got to be willing to put in the consistent effort every single day. In my case, I've been, putting out videos on a daily basis, over, as of right now, like it's been over like a month that there's been a new video on my channel every single day. And, for most people who do YouTube and who get, of course, really popular, they have, they're putting out content on a regular basis. They stick to, some people do, one new video every single day for 90 days or more than that. Some it takes, 6 months. Maybe for others, it takes, 1 year. There's one YouTuber that I know of, I think called Mr. Beast. And for the very first 5 years that he was online, he got very little to no attention on his videos. But, then after that, I guess one of his videos, of course, became really popular, and then his whole channel just completely blew up. So you could be putting in lots of work and getting very little to no results, for a very long time. Then all of a sudden, something happens where one video gets really popular, and then all of a sudden, your channel gets found. A lot of people, start seeing the videos that you're putting out there. And, you never know exactly what, how it will happen. But the best thing that you could really do is commit long term. You got to have a long term mindset and just decide that no matter what, if you truly want to succeed with this, you got to be putting in the consistent work. So those are my top 5 tips that I wanted to share for how to make YouTube videos for affiliate marketing. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Give this a like because it really does help the channel. And if you want to learn more about how to really build a business through the concept of affiliate marketing, then you could check out my free training that I have in the description, which is the very first link that'll show you exactly how to really build a long-term business through this concept. It is a free 4-day training that you'll get access to from myself. And in that, I go over, what are the 4 main things that you must have in place to really build a long-term business online. But with all that being said, I hope you found this video helpful. And anyways, take care.